All right. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope you guys are all doing well. Hello, hello, hello. Am I coming through loud and clear? All the way from Denver, Colorado. What's up, Lazaro? Hope you're doing well tonight, sir. Ted Fox, hello. Rawa the Jerk. How are you tonight? Black Scorpion, hello. Joe Caraluzzo, G-Mart, Eric the Galaxy Fury Killer, Rezi. How are you guys doing tonight, Rezi? We may be discussing a Friday the 13th marathon part 2 here momentarily. Am I coming through loud and clear? Can you guys hear me loud and clear? My microphone's covering up Michael back there. There you go. You can see him just peeking out. Just peeking out there just a little bit at you guys. Megan Blossoming, how are you doing tonight? Shane, how are you? Hope you guys are all doing well. There will be talk of a marathon part 2 here momentarily. I've had a lot of people ask me about it. So we're going to discuss it here. Loud and clear. Okay, good. Jacob Bateman, how are you doing tonight, sir? Hope you're doing well. Shane, what's up? Ted Fox, you're playing Friday the 13th, the game on Xbox One S. That's great. Pizzell, read this comment, please. There you go, Rawa. There you go. I'm doing just fine, Megan. I'm doing just fine. I was actually doing the drawing for the, and I've covered up Michael's beautiful face again. I was actually just doing the drawing for the hockey mask raffle from last Friday's Friday the 13th marathon fundraiser. Before we really get started, I got a really nice email from Camp Novi Bosco just a couple of days after the marathon, thanking everybody who tuned in, thanking everybody who participated in the marathon, thanking all of you guys who very, very generously donated. So that was a very nice email from them. They definitely appreciate what we're doing, trying to help keep those cabins alive. The screen-used cabins from the first Friday the 13th. So they definitely appreciate it. I appreciate all you guys who donated. And so what I did was I asked everybody if they donated $10, at least $10, to email me a screen cap of the thank you email that you get from Camp Novi Bosco after you make a donation. And that shows me how much you donated and what your name is. So I went ahead and I drew some names, and basically it's going to be first come, first served. I was giving away, and I don't have them all around me at the moment, unfortunately, a part 3 hockey mask, which is right there, a part 6 hockey mask, which is right there, a part 8 hockey mask, which is right over there, and actually I've got the Jason X. Got the 2 Jason X Hawks right here. Still haven't put the straps on them yet, but I will definitely get screen accurate straps for both of these and have them on there for the winner of those. So what I did was I just drew names from the emails, and the very first name I drew. Now in the emails, it gave me your first name and your last name. So I'm just going to use your first name and the first letter of your last name, so not to give out people's names who may not want their names given out. But the very first person's name I drew was Tim O. And I've got your email, Tim. I'm going to email you as soon as I go off the air tonight, and you will have first dibs at whichever one of those hockey masks you want, the part 3, the part 8, the part 6. Or either of the 2 Jason X masks. The second name I drew was Mike S. Again, I'll email you, Mike. After the show, you'll have your choice of whatever is left after what Tim has chosen. The next name I drew was, and I'll use his screen name that he uses, Max Punishment. Congratulations, Max. You've won your choice of one of those hockey masks. I'll send you an email or message me, and whichever ones that are remaining after Tim and Mike have their pick, you'll get to pick from those 2 or 3. The next person's name I drew was Oscar F. So Oscar F., I'll get in touch with you, or feel free to message me if you see this first. I just read Rawa's comment. Guys, I putted lemons on my foot. Cool. And the last name I drew was Timothy N. So Timothy N., I will send you an email, and you will have your choice of, well, whatever's left. You'll get that mask, Tim. But I can show you all the masks are cool. All the masks have screen accurate straps. So yeah, but thanks a lot, you guys. I appreciate you guys for making your very generous donations during the marathon fundraiser. You're in Iraq, Rawa. Okay, cool. So forgive my ignorance. Is that's what purpose does the lemons on your feet serve? If you don't mind explaining. But yeah, another question I got asked a lot about the marathon was, is there a time limit or an expiration date on the donations? No, there's not. If you'd like to make a donation, go over to crystallaketours.com/donate, and you can make a donation. Make sure you leave my channel name, Pizzal, in the fan group section of that donation page so that they know that I sent you. So no, there's no expiration date on the donations. And that's a good thing, because I've also been asked a lot about continuing the marathon, doing a part 2 of the marathon. Oscar, you're here tonight, sir. Congratulations, you've won. If you want to, I'll get in touch with you after I hear from Tim and Mike, and you'll have your choice of what Hawks are left after they make their choice. So thanks, Oscar. I appreciate it, man. But yeah, I've been asked a lot about doing a part 2 of the marathon, a 5, 6, 7, and 8 marathon. The thought has crossed my mind. I have talked to some people about it. I'm not saying it's definitely going to happen. I'm not saying it's definitely not going to happen. But if it does happen, this one will be even bigger than the last one. And I'm talking about guests, and I'm also talking about raffle prizes. So if all things work out, I'm not saying yes, I'm not saying no, but it could possibly happen. Part 2 of the Friday the 13th fundraiser marathon, support Crystal Lake Friday the 13th fundraiser marathon, may just happen. So, yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that. And like I said, it'll be big. It'll be a biggin. Let's see. Master Chief, what happened to her son? I guess, I assume you're talking about maybe Josh Hartnett from Halloween H2O. He doesn't exist. In the new timeline, he does not exist. Matthew Barstow, the winners of the Lakewater vials, they've already been notified. Those vials were shipped probably, it's been a while. I actually did a social media post about it, congratulating the winners a while ago. Rawa the Jerk, your foot has dead skin. Okay, so the lemon works for dead skin. Okay, I get that. Grindhouse Grotto, hey Pizzal, I just got your part 5 Hawk in the mail today. Incredible job, I love it. Fantastic. I'm glad you like it, man. I'm glad you like it. Um, Thank you, Felix, and thank you for your or Oscar. Thank you for your very generous donation. That was very kind of you, sir. I appreciate it. Guys, do you know what time it is? It is currently 12:12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the U.S. Oh, goodness gracious. Yes, congratulations to Felix. Absolutely, yes. How can you sponsor Battle Chad? I don't think, because I'm not a gaming channel, I don't think you can do, I can't, only gaming channels can do sponsors. If you want to do like a donation or a, what's that called? A super chat, feel free to do that if you want. My PayPal is also in the description if you're talking about, wanting to make a donation or what have you. Feel free to do that. Raw with the Jerk, you're making a homemade The Final Chapter costume, and you only need a mask to complete the whole costume. Well, shoot me a message, man. I actually have a blank for a part 4, screen accurate blank for a part 4. I can hook you up, man. Just send me a message. Send me a message through my website. Let me put the link here, and shoot me a message, man. We'll talk about it. Eric, you live in California. You're on the West Coast. Yeah. It's 7:13 in your country. Okay. Cool. Also, kind of what I wanted to do during this stream is do like a breakdown of the new Halloween trailer. I did a trailer reaction video today, which I had a lot of people. Well, I shouldn't say a lot of people. I had one person say, well, why don't you play the video during the trailer reaction so that we know what you're reacting to? That's why I put the title of the movie trailer in the title, so you know what I'm reacting to. But I didn't. It's the copyright thing is just so weird these days. I don't want to run the risk of putting that trailer in a video and it getting copyright claimed or it getting removed. So I didn't want to do that. I know a lot of YouTubers, they do put the trailer in trailer reaction videos or whatever. Sometimes it just kind of depends on, I think, the studio. I know a lot of people have complained about, forget about just the trailer, people putting just still photographs from the movie that they're talking about in their video, and that video getting claimed or getting flagged or getting removed. So, I mean, it's just, you just never know. You just never know. And then I also had some guy comment saying, oh, so I just watched a guy watch the trailer. That's it. And I felt like replying and saying, well, that's the point of a trailer reaction. You're watching me react to the trailer. If you want to watch the trailer, go watch the trailer. Why are you watching a trailer reaction to watch the trailer? The point of the trailer reaction is watching someone react to the trailer, not actually watching the trailer. I don't know. But anyway. All right, Raul, good night, man. Have a good one. J Bill, what's up? How are you doing tonight? Halloween trailer was awesome. Do you think he's going to die? No. He may die at the end, quote unquote, at the end of the movie. But no, he ain't dying. He ain't definitively dying. You can forget about that, man. You can forget about that. Because this movie, there's no way this movie's not going to make a ton of money. And somebody commented on my trailer reaction saying, well, why didn't they just call it Halloween 2? And my response was, well, probably to avoid confusion, because this would actually be the third movie, the third Halloween movie entitled Halloween 2. And also because, I mean, let's face it, this movie is going to make a ton of money. They want this movie to be the launching pad for other Halloween movies. So there's no way this movie is not going to make a ton of money. And I honestly don't see I don't think there's any way that they're not going to make more of these things. Um, Whether he dies, quote unquote, or not, there's no way that this movie is not going to be a huge success. And yeah, I did see those kids with the silver shamrock masks on crawling Sludge Weller. I did. Um, yes, I most certainly did. Yeah, actually, it took somebody to point it out to me because it happens really quick in the trailer, and I went back and I watched it and I was like, oh, that's really cool. And yeah, it was. I know I said a lot of incorrect things in my trailer reaction, but there was a lot to process there on that first reaction, and I was just kind of in overload as far as finally seeing the trailer and being, excited about the trailer and being excited about just the movie in general. I thought it was a good trailer. It didn't I wouldn't say it didn't really blow me away or anything like that, but it was a good trailer. And again, I mean, if there's a more hyped horror movie trailer ever than the Halloween 2018 trailer, please tell me what it is, because I don't remember. I can't think of another horror movie trailer. I can't really think of another trailer, period, that has been this hyped. So, I don't know. Joe Carluzzo, you're still processing it too. Yeah, I get it. Eric the Galaxy Fury Killer, you finally made a retro Jason mask. Cool, man. Cool. Jay Dykes, it exceeded your expectations. That's cool. That's cool. I did. Every time I watch the part where Michael drops the handful of bloody teeth over the stall door, I just kind of, I don't know. I just kind of giggle a little bit. So anyway, what I want to do, and maybe this live stream will get flagged. Maybe it'll get removed by Universal. I don't know. I have seen a lot of trailer reactions where people are showing the trailer. Now, that's not to say that, just because they're showing it in their trailer reactions or what have you, that mine, won't get flagged or won't get removed. But what I kind of wanted to do is just a breakdown of the trailer. Like, let's watch it together. I'm going to pause it during certain parts and just talk about the trailer. Just a total breakdown of the Halloween 2018 trailer. Let's see. Megan, you said that the It trailer last year was hyped. The It trailer was definitely hyped. It was not as hyped as the Halloween 2018 trailer. Not as hyped as the Halloween 2000, at least in my opinion. I may be wrong. You guys may have different opinions, but not in my opinion, man. When this film does well, prepare for copycat films. Yeah. Well, I mean, when this movie does well, keep in mind, I mean, we've got It Chapter 2 coming out, and Warner Brothers also owns Nightmare on Elm Street. Or I'm sorry, well, New Line is kind of Warner Brothers now. They also own Nightmare on Elm Street, and they'll be getting back the Friday the 13th rights, and they'll be making a new Friday the 13th film once all this legal stuff between Sean Cunningham and Victor Miller passes. So yeah. Is Jeremy going to do a trailer review? He might. I was actually thinking about getting him down here and doing and seeing if he would do one. He didn't want to do one while I was doing my trailer because he was getting ready to actually leave and go run around with my mom. So she was here to get him. He was not. He was focused on going and running around, and I'm sure McDonald's was part of their trip, and so he was thinking more about, I gotta go get McDonald's, I'm gonna go run around with mom, so that, bye. I was like, do you want to watch the trailer, Jeremy? No. You sure? No, no. And he was gone. So, um, but I may get I may get him to do a trailer reaction video. So, all right. Anyway, let me see if I can set this up where I can show you guys the trailer. And you'll be able to hear me too. I'm gonna have to do a let me see. Okay, there we go. All right, now, well, crap. Okay, here we go. We're right at the beginning of it.
I've waited for him.
October 19th. October 19th. Actually, let me look on IMDb. Let me see who that dude's playing. Or maybe there's like a flashback to Ben Tramer or something in the movie. I don't know. Maybe there's a Ben Tramer in the film. I don't know. Let's see. Toby Huss. No, he plays somebody named Ray. So no, that's not Ben Tramer. No, there's no one in the extended cast with the name Ben or Ben Tramer. He might be mentioned in the film, but nobody plays him, apparently. Let's. Are they English? No. Judy Greer's not English. The guy who plays the like the sheriff is not English. Toby Huss is not English. I'm not sure about the granddaughter and the granddaughter's friends. Michael will officially die in this film. Why else would they make him human and not supernatural like in the first film? He may die, again, quote unquote, at the end of the movie, but this movie will make a ton of money. And money is better than CPR. Money will resuscitate him quick. Quick. He sure does like hiding in closets. That's true. That's, you know, it's an oldie but goldie, hiding in those closets. You're not that pumped for it just from the trailer? Well, that's kind of true, Jackson. I like the fact that they're releasing the movie in October and not in, you know what I mean, freaking, you know, the middle of summer. So yeah, I dig that. The new Suspiria trailer, the new Suspiria film does look good, Dave. The trailer looks good. The people freaking out about it at the Cannes Film Festival. People like, you know, getting physically sick from one scene in the film. Yeah, it looks freaking good. And I mean, it sounds like, yeah, I'm down. I'm down for the new Suspiria for sure. Yeah, apparently no Ben Tramer in the cast. Yeah. There's no way this movie's not going to be a huge hit. It'll open huge. Yeah, it'll open huge. Probably it'll open huge. Anybody want to make any estimates on what the opening weekend will be for Halloween? Let's see. I wonder if there's a budget. Let me see if there's a budget. How much the budget of the film was. Let's see if IMDb has that. I don't see anything about the budget on here, but you know it was lower budget, I'm sure. Um, so yeah, I mean, opening weekend will be huge, huge. Here's a quote from David Gordon Green about why he decided to, or why they decided to retcon all the sequels. And basically, he says here, quote unquote, anyone who's a fan of any of these films will find nice little Easter eggs acknowledging our salute to the filmmakers that have preceded us in the stories and mythologies as they've unfolded. For us, it was a clean slate type of opportunity where if there was a little inspiration or mirror image of something, it's very subtle in the movie because we want to start fresh for a new generation, but with great appreciation for the previous. So that tells me that tells me there's going to be nice little Easter eggs. You know, we saw the part 3 masks. I would not be surprised if we don't see a mark of thorn somewhere um, in the movie as well. But I mean, it's very telling because we want to start fresh for a new generation. This isn't just a. This is not nobody has any intentions of this being a one-off movie. Whether he dies or not, this is not going to be a one-off movie. No Thorn, please. I like the Thorn movies. I like the Thorn movies. I'm sure there'll be some reference, some Easter egg, something to do with Thorn somewhere in the movie. H2O caught the scream. I know what you did last summer wave. I don't know what wave this movie is going to catch that's going to make it a hit. I think it's going to create its own wave. I think this movie will be enormous and it'll create its own wave, and then we'll see new Nightmare on Elm Streets, new Friday the 13th, new, maybe this will start. I don't know. Maybe this will start a new trend. You know what I mean? Not necessarily. Well, I don't know. I guess you could kind of call this a reboot, even though it's a direct sequel to the first. But I mean, they're treating it like a reboot. If anybody's gonna die in this movie, it's probably gonna be Laurie. Because they're gonna pass the torch on to the granddaughter, or whatever. You know what I mean? However they do it. Um, I mean, this movie's gonna make so much money. Eh, This is not a one-off movie. There's no way. Yeah, I think Laurie's, and this will be what, the second time Laurie Strode's died, and we got the horrible Halloween Resurrection death. She's probably gonna die at the end of this one too. But I mean, if it's not, I don't know. If they do continue it and they pass the torch along to the granddaughter, and Michael survives, is he going to um, develop an obsession with her? Or, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure somebody's thinking of Halloween 2, 3, 4 right now. I'm sure they're thinking about it. Piz, what are your thoughts on the divisiveness and backlash going on towards Disney's Star Wars right now? Good question, Jan, man. I think the whole thing about the what was her name, guys? It Kelly Marie Tran, and her having to shut down her Instagram account because she was just deluged with racist and sexist comments and stuff. I don't know, that kind of. I was not a fan of The Last Jedi. I was not a fan of her character in the movie, but I understand that she's just an actress who was hired to play that role. She didn't write the role, she was hired to play it. So I don't quite understand the personal attacks against her as the actress who played the character that people, or that some people, didn't like. Um, I don't know. To me, that's just that's beyond. I don't know. That's just beyond. Yeah. So I do think. I do think though that here's the thing, the whole like subplot whatever that with her and Finn, where they went on that little excursion to do whatever it was they were trying to. I don't even remember. That whole thing was just completely pointless, and it meant nothing. And as far as a storytelling point of view, a narrative point of view, so I mean that whole, and even for a character building perspective, it was just not good. That whole entire sequence was wedged in, I think, for, you know, I don't know, and I don't want to sound like some sort of, tinfoil hat wearing fanboy, like one of the people who's attacking this poor woman on social media. But, you know, to, I don't know. I don't know. I probably shouldn't say anything. I probably shouldn't say anything. If diversity, I don't know. It's kind of like, what if it serves the plot of the movie, if it serves the narrative, then that's fine. If it's just wedged in there and shoehorned in there to be like, hey, look how look how diverse we are, you know what I mean? Um, then it's meaningless. It does, yeah. I don't know. I can kind of meet you know the the fans who are pissed off with the new Disney direction that they're taking the Star Wars movies. I can meet them halfway in a lot of their arguments, but I don't know. They've definitely taken it too far with the personal attacks against this woman on social media. Um, so yeah, but that was a very good question, Jan. A very a very divisive topic too. Who would you cast as a new Freddy Krueger? Kevin Bacon. Kevin Bacon. Do you think the callbacks to the original Halloween movies will seem cheap? No, I think it'll just, it's kind of like in the trailer with the Halloween 3 It'll be just something that you kind of see and you go, "Oh, that's cool." And then that's it. It's cool that they thought enough to throw those little Easter egg kind of things in, acknowledging the other movies, or kind of winking at the other movies, while in the timeline of this movie those movies didn't exist. Or really, I mean, I don't see why Robert England couldn't come back and play Freddy. I mean, why not? He would come back to play it. The only reason why you would not, I mean, why would you not want Robert England to come back and play Freddy? So I mean, if they do another Nightmare on Elm Street, Robert England should be Freddy. You know what I mean? He's got all that burn makeup on. You can't tell how old he is. So, you know what I mean? He's still got the laugh. He's still energetic. You know what I mean? He can still play Freddy physically, so let him be Freddy. He is Freddy, for God's sake. So we need a bunch of pictures of Abraham Lincoln on the wall in the auto mechanics area. I agree. I agree. Yes. Yes. We at least need one in there. So, yeah, yeah. That would be funny. Friday the 13th remake made 65 million according to Box Office Mojo. Yeah, Halloween may top that. Halloween, I think, will definitely top the Friday the 13th remake in the long run, because if you remember that second week, the Friday the 13th remake opened huge. But then that second weekend, it dropped like a stone. It went from 65 million to, like, second week, you know, a quarter of that or even less. So if Halloween doesn't open that big, it will gross more over its theatrical run than Friday the 13th remake, I'm sure. But 65 million, that might not, I mean, I think that'd be a pretty good estimate. But I mean, it could be more. I mean, again, this thing is so hyped up. It's Halloween. It's being released in October. It's gonna get the hardcore horror fans because it's Jamie Lee Curtis, John Carpenter's executive producing, yada 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 yada. It's super hyped up, and it's gonna get the casual date night, moviegoers, because it's October and here's a Halloween movie in October. So I mean, it's gonna do really, really well. Yeah, I actually mentioned that a little bit earlier, Hoot Zombies. Yeah, when this movie is a success, there's no doubt about it. We'll have another Nightmare on Elm Street. We'll have another Friday the 13th after the litigation wraps up between um, Sean Cunningham and Victor Miller. Oh, the Friday the 13th number that you gave me was the entire run. Okay, its opening weekend was 40. So I mean, do the math. Opening weekend it was $40 million, but then after that it only grossed 65 million after its opening weekend. So it sank like a stone after that opening weekend. So I definitely, Halloween could open with what Friday the 13th remake made in its entire run. That could be the opening weekend tally for Halloween. Quentin Tarantino remake of Slumber Party Massacre, Matt. That'd be interesting. Piz, do you think there's a limit to reboots and remakes, or is it acceptable to keep remaking and rebooting to make them for a new generation? They're all going to be made for a new generation because they've already got us. So if they can keep us and bring in the new generation, then they've got the best of both worlds. But they're making them, quote unquote, for a new generation. Every remake has said, oh, we want to pay homage and we want to give the fans of the original what they want, but at the same time, play for a new generation. So, I mean, that's like saying, yeah, we know we've got the hardcore fans. We already know we've got them. So we're going to try and bring in the new fans too. And unfortunately, when they do that, most of them don't succeed at either. They piss off the hardcore fans, and the quote unquote new generation could care less too. So hopefully that's not the case with Halloween, but we'll see. All right, guys, I think I'm going to call it a night here. Let me say again, big thanks to Tim, Mike, Oscar, Tim, and Max, who won my hockey mask raffle. I'll be getting in touch with you guys very shortly about getting your hockey masks out to you. As far as part 2 of the Friday the 13th Marathon fundraiser, I'm not going to say a definitive yes or no just yet, but I've talked to some people, and if it does happen, it will be much bigger than the first marathon. We will have more guests and even better raffle prices. So, and if you guys want to continue donating, let me put all the information in the chat. You'll want to go to crystallaketours.com/donate. And in the comments section, in the fan group section, please leave my channel name, Pizzal, so that they know that I sent you. And of course, all donations are greatly appreciated. If you will take a screen cap of the thank you notification that you get from Camp Noby Bosco, thanking you for your donation with your name and your donation amount on it, and email that to me or send it to me via social media, I will give you a shout out, and you may just be entered into the next raffle. If, not saying when, I'm not, this isn't a definite yet, guys. But if we do another marathon, you will be entered into the raffle for those prizes. So, yeah. Let me see. Yes, congrats to all the winners. Thank you guys for all your great donations. That was very nice of you. Karen Prado, thank you for subscribing. very generous donations during the marathon fundraiser last Friday. Elf Lover 04, don't be bummed, man. It's okay. It's all good. You may have another opportunity to enter into a raffle to win an even better prize the next time around, if there's a next time around. So do I say because instead of because? I'm from Kentucky, man. We say weird things around here. I have to really watch how I say horror, because if I just, it sounds like something else. So when I tell people I like horror movies, see how I said it there kind of quick? What does that sound like? Okay, horror movies. Because did that sound like a B or a P? Just got to remember, I'm from Kentucky. I'm from the South. We have our own little, you know what I mean? Anyway. Horror movies. I love horror movies because I like them. That's it. That's it. All right, guys. Y'all have a great night. I'll see you guys again very, very soon. As always, thanks for tuning in. Say you like dirty horror. I love dirty horror movies. Love them. All right, guys. You can have a great night. I will see you guys again very, very soon. Of course, keep your eyes peeled for news of the next marathon live stream very soon. Have a good night, guys. We'll see you again soon. Peace.